All right, hello? Everything good? How are we coming in? Hello? Okay, this is a really awkward time for this, but hopefully everything's working well, and I'm gonna take a short break. Oh boy, that was bad. Okay, I'm back. So sorry about that. I really don't know what happened. It just started dropping like frames by the hundreds per like second. Like, but it was to the point I had to close the entire, like, I had to close OBS entirely because like the stream was lagging so hard it wouldn't end. It just wouldn't stop. It was ridiculous. So yeah. But we're back.
Halt! Not so fast.
State your business.
Here, shake my hand, mate. That's the funniest one I've heard all week.
Clear off, will ya? We haven't got time for this kind of nonsense.
This kind of nonsense.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hey,
What's
Shesti
that?
Nogami, I didn't
You
see
want to
that
show
you
that
that you
pendant to the
followed.
king, you say?
That was during my break, I think, so I didn't see that.
Do
Thanks
you
for the follow,
mind
if you're
waiting
still here.
a minute?
Huh? Ever so sorry for that little misunderstanding. Please, go right on through. His Majesty's waiting for you.
Okay. All right. Are there any chests or anything to go after here right now? I can't remember. Also, these red books in the shelves have, like, lore and stuff in them. But, we don't need to worry about that right now. Or really ever, actually. I'm not an urchin, but do whatever you want, I guess. Okay. Wayfarer's Close. Is that better than what I currently have? No, right? Better defense, but worse everything else. So, I won't do it. Also, like, yeah, this uses the European spellings of a lot of these words. Which is why defense is spelled with a C. And, you know, a lot of stuff like that. Yeah, like, it's funny that Link is the one with the reputation of breaking pots, when I feel like the Dragon Quest protagonists do it just as much, if not more, than he does. I think going this way... Does going this way do anything? Let's see here. Might have to turn up the camera speed indoors a little bit, because it's a little sluggish right now. I hope you can hear me okay, by the way. I think I might know what you have to do for that, but I don't have that right now, so... Balcony, is there anything here? There's this dude. Erdwin's Lantern. This world, by the way, is called Erdrea, which, for people who have played Dragon Quest before, would probably know what that's referencing, but, yeah. Oh, hey, a mini-medal. Sweet. It's not going to be for a while that we figure out what we do with that, but better to get as many as we can now. I think in Dragon Quest Builders, I like, on the PC release, I got like all the mini-medals, or at least the majority of them. I know that in Builders 2, on my most recent playthrough, I got all the mini medals, like at least all the puzzle ones.
That will be quite close enough. Welcome to Heliodor Castle, friend.
The Jewel of Dundrasil. You are bold indeed to have made your way here alone, Wanderer.
Okay.
I am Carnelian, ruler of Heliodor.
Carnelian.
How long have I waited for this day?
I wonder,
And now,
like,
finally,
because
we
Carnelian
meet.
is like a shade of red.
Truly, it is an
So where did
honor.
his name? Where did he get his name from?
The fact that you come here proffering the jewel and asking to
Did they
speak
just name
with
him that
me
because it sounded
personally
fancy?
would suggest that you know something of your true nature. I take it that you also bear the mark? Yes, the mark of light. Then there is no doubt. You are he.
So what you're saying is,
Rejoice,
I'm
dear
him.
subjects. The day is upon us at last. The luminary walks among us once more. Tell me,
God, I swear,
oh,
me drinking
luminary,
water makes
Where
like my
exactly is it
model's
that you hail
face
from?
do the silliest
I would
things.
so very much like to pay tribute to those who took you in and raised you. I see. Cobblestone, you say? Jasper, you know of this place?
I do, my liege. A village of provincial nobodies deep in the rocky south.
Then I take it you know what to do. Do not disappoint me.
Yes, my liege.
Accursed luminary! I know not what your intent was in coming here alone, but whatever your wicked scheme, know that it shall not succeed!
Hendrik, take this cur, this harbinger of calamity, and cast him into the furthest corner of the dungeon.
Like,
Know this. The luminary is the root of all evil and will bring naught but misery to our realm.
that doesn't make any
And
sense.
why is this? The reason is simple. Just as light is intertwined with darkness, so too is the luminary intertwined with the dread lord of shadows. His coming heralds the resurrection of the Dark One.
Did you really think you could fool one as
That
wise
doesn't-
as His Majesty?
I mean,
It
sure,
was your great
but like,
misfortune to
how the
confront
hell are
one
you
who
gonna
knows your
treat that like it's
true
my
nature.
fault?
Men, seize this wretch!
The funny thing is, like, sometimes I actually want to read those loading screen tips and it legitimately loads too fast. Because I think I have this game, like, loaded on, like, an M.2, so it's a speedy, it's got some speedy load times.
claim to hail from cobblestone. Well, before the sun has set 3 times, we shall know the truth. By then, Jasper will have returned from his investigation. If I were you, Darkspawn, I would not expect to live beyond that day.
It's kind of dumb that they don't understand basic Latin. Or not even Latin, that's like Greek, I think. Like, luminary literally means, like, light source or something like that. Or, like, you know, shiny or bright or whatever. Like, it is literally the opposite of dark.
Will you keep it down in there? Most folks they throw in here have the decency to wait a while before going stir crazy.
Wonder what would happen if you just wait like 3 hours or something and then start doing that. And he's like, most people would wait a while before going stir crazy. It's like, I did,
you
dude.
don't get free bed and board down here without having done something.
I did not mean to do that.
Wait, did you say the luminary?
Apparently, just flicking the stick accidentally counts as a button press. So
you're telling me the luminary has just shown up in the cell next to mine? This is crazy.
One plate of delicious gruel for the gentleman in the dungeon suite. Come and get it.
oof. That is a very nasty sound effect. God, like it really sounds like it hurts. Okay.
The luminary. You're serious? So it's all happening just like the seer said it would. We'd better get out of here.
I don't know when we learn this guy's name off the top of my head, but I love this character.
Wait here.
You? But... Oh!
Don't worry, I didn't kill him. But he won't be waking up anytime soon. Things will get pretty hairy up ahead. You'd better take this. Oh, and I found this in a corner over there. I guess it's your stuff, right?
I hope that's the sword that I already got from the weapon
Me?
shop.
I got this little beauty back.
Or it actually
so
might be
now
the
I'm pretty
starting
much
sword, now that I think about it.
We'd better get out of here before any more of our tin-headed friends come knocking. Holler when you're ready to move out, okay?
Yeah, if I remember correctly, it's not for a little bit that we actually learn this guy's name. Also, yeah, they give you the Cypress stick after, like, starting the game. Like if this were, like, builders or something, this would be what you start off with in order to, you know, make a little bit of progress and then get an actual weapon. Like, no, you start with a regular sword and then are just handed the Cypress stick later. Which is kind of strange, now that I'm looking at it, that it's only like 1 point weaker than the starting sword. The hell's the stick made of? Oh yeah, Gemma's Charm. Not great or anything, but it's not terrible. Alright. I think you can upgrade it, actually.
I spend ages
But don't
digging
quote me
this
on that.
hole, and you just happen to show up the day I finish it? Heck of a coincidence. Guess I really was meant to help you out, just like the seer said. Anyway, there'll be time to talk about all that later. In you go.
One actually kind of funny unintended side effect that streaming's been having on me. I don't think I've talked about this on stream before. I've talked about it like in private with friends and stuff, but like it's kind of gotten a little bit to the point where like if I'm in VC with someone and I'm like just like maybe like streaming casually like
Sewers,
Discord,
huh?
not for like
Well, there must be a way out somewhere.
Twitch or anything, just to my
Lead the
friends.
way. I got your back.
I start feeling self-conscious when I'm not talking enough, and it's like, no, you don't have to worry about that. You're not streaming to Twitch. You don't have to worry about like copyright issues or anything. You can just chill out and be quiet. Like, it's a small thing, but it adds up. I think you can get into these later, but for right now, they're all locked, you know. Okay.
There they are! You lot, over here!
Damn it! We better make ourselves scarce.
Alright.
Follow my lead.
Yeah, so I can't move just yet. Oh, shit. I didn't know you could fight these guys.
Who else wants some?
Okay.
Follow my lead. Follow my lead.
This is... this is dumb, but it's, it works, apparently. I love how he has to... They have to put a specific bit of dialogue telling you
These
to
guys don't give
turn
up,
the
do
torch
they?
back on, just because it's lit in this cutscene, and I guess I didn't want to reanimate it with the torch on, with the torch off.
Seriously?
I don't know how much of this is the original Dragon Quest XI S graphics, and how much of it is like the mod that I have that restores the original graphics. But this is beautiful, man. The textures and everything look so good.
You okay? Looks like we shook the guards, at least. And that looks like a way out. Maybe our luck's about to change.
Maybe. Nobody knows. Let's go ahead and save while I'm already over here. I mentioned it earlier, but I've never understood the people who, like, insist on making a brand new save file for every single time they save a game. Because it's like, are you gonna run out of space eventually? And, like, I've actually heard some people actively bash games when they don't let you do that. Like, if they only have, like, let's say 3 slots max or something. Like, and you can't do any more, like, they'll act... Like, I've heard some people actively bash games that have limitations like that, and it's like...
Wait.
How much do you plan on redoing? Like, the only reason you want to do that is, like, the power goes out while you're playing it or something, so you don't have to redo too much. But it's like, you'll be... Like, some people will be playing a completely linear, like, platformer or something, and insist on saving in a different file every single time. That kind of thing only really makes sense if you're a content creator or something.
If we stand and fight, we're dead. Let's get the heck out of here.
God, I swear, every time I look at my model, I just have a giant smile on my face.
Let's get out of here.
As far as I know, this is auto-scroller. Like, you can only run so far from the thing before the game just doesn't let you anymore, as far as I can tell.
Well,
like, you run into a wall.
Here goes nothing. Whew. I think we gave it the slip.
Why do you think that? What part of any of this made you think that? Come on.
I spoke too soon.
Like, you jumped down one fairly small cliff. Like...
Come on! Quickly!
It's a giant dragon with wings. What made you think it couldn't just jump down after you? Whew. Also, to give an idea of how much I love this game... What the... Oh my god. No way.
Damn it!
Okay. Wait, do I have to start that whole bit over
Come
again?
on! Quickly!
Oh my god, I have to start running all over again if I run into an enemy and do that. That is... bad. I've never had that happen before. Oh man. It was like I closed my eyes to yawn, and that happened. Oh shit. Okay. There we go.
Has it gone?
Yeah, you could tell this is Toriyama's art because that
way
thing
too
looks
close
right
to
out
come
of
through.
Dragon Ball.
What's that thing doing under the
It
castle?
looks like one of
anyway?
those like dinosaurs that would just be
whatever.
drawn
We
into
should
one
get
of the
going.
panels and then just never acknowledged again.
Uh-oh.
Whew. Looks like a freaking Godzilla laser breath.
We made it. Just. I don't know how much more of this I can take.
Here he is, the Darkspawn.
Oh my god. That's a break, huh?
Ah, me and my big mouth. Move, now!
And that's right.
Looks like our luck finally ran out.
You called that luck? Yeah, maybe bad luck. It's like, I think our luck ran out a while ago, dude.
There they are. We've got them now.
No way back, huh? If they catch us, we're dead meat.
Alright.
Hold!
Let's do this. I believe in you. I believe in the Luminary. I don't have much choice.
Okay.
Come on. Let's not do anything stupid now.
The name's Eric, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Oh my god, I forgot. All of that was just the intro. Holy shit. But yeah, that was all just... That was all just the intro, and yeah, that's a character... I love Eric, honestly. He's a great character. All the characters in this game are great. Also, that's the only time we're ever seeing that character look like that, so... don't get too used to it. I mean, there's probably... I think there's mods that make her look like that, but... We'll get to it. I don't have any of them in either way, so, yeah. Not my favorite Dragon Quest theme, but a good one. God, I forgot how great this intro is. I tend to skip it a lot. Mostly because it plays, like, when you boot up the game. So, like... I don't know how I feel about when games do that, honestly. Part of me kind of wishes... Part of me would rather have it be, like... Well, excuse me. Part of me would rather have it be, like, one or the other, you know? Like, play it, when you boot up the game, or play it, like, early on in the... playthrough. It always just feels a little bit weird to me when a game decides to do both. Okay. I'll write over this one.
Wake up, lazy bones. Come on, up you get. Finally. I was worried we'd lost you for a minute there. You've been out cold ever since we jumped. Had to drag you all the way here on my own. But what a jump it was. I closed my eyes, put my faith in the luminary, and somehow didn't get smashed into 1,000 pieces.
Okay.
In fact, I woke up on the forest floor at the bottom of the cliff without a scratch on me. Amazing what a little faith can do.
I feel like that's just flat out impossible.
Anyway, I
Also,
guess
sorry I
you
was
and me
being
must
so
be at the
quiet. I
top of
was,
the King of
responding to it
Heliodor's
again.
most wanted list by now. Which means we can't hang around here too long. Let's go say thanks to the nun who looked after us and be on our way.
I don't know why, but I got like goosebumps suddenly. And like this weird tingly feeling in the back of my head. But I don't know what caused it.
Ah, there you are, my children. I trust that your friend here is fully recovered.
Oh, don't worry about him. He's just fine. Thanks for looking out for us. We owe you one.
Oh, I meant
Not at all,
I meant to
dear.
talk about this
I'm just
earlier, and
happy to see you
I
both
completely
well
lost my train of
again.
thought.
But if you are leaving, you must be
To give you an
careful
idea
on
of how
the
much I love
road.
this game, my phone's
seems
like
some
lock screen
dangerous
wallpaper is
criminals
literally fan
have
art of
escaped
this
from the
game.
capital and are at
Really
large
good fan art
somewhere
too.
in the area.
I'd
Oh,
see
I
about
shudder
flashing
to
it on
think
screen,
what
but I don't
wicked deeds they
have it in
might
my
be
computer,
capable of.
and I really don't feel like figuring out how to do that. So yeah, it's like I know how to do it.
Criminals,
It's
you
just
say?
like I really don't fucking
Dear
want
me.
to. So
That doesn't sound good. And you heard this when you were in Heliodor.
I did indeed, my child. There were guards everywhere. They are searching high and low for the villains. And I heard that the mighty knight Sir Hendrik himself has headed to the mountains in the south with his troops. They say he means to block the road to Cobblestone, the village the fugitives came from.
okay.
Oh, but you must forgive me, poor lambs. I did not mean to alarm you. They will soon be caught, I am sure. Justice will be done. And until then, you are free to remain with us for as long as you please.
Thanks. We appreciate that. We're going to get a little fresh air. We have a few things to discuss, right?
All right.
Cobblestone, eh? Never heard of the place. I never even knew anyone actually lived in those mountains down south. Is that really where you're from? I'm guessing
Like,
you want to go
what did
see
you think
what's
was down
happening
there?
down there.
Nothing.
But you need to be smart. You won't get past Hendrik unnoticed. If you're going to
I
make
feel like
it there
unless
without
you
getting
have
caught,
some way to
you'll
know
need
for
to avoid
sure
the
that
main
nobody
road.
lives somewhere, you should just assume
And
somebody
if you
lives
want to
there.
do that, you'll need my
No
help.
harm in it. No harm in
I
that.
know every back road there is to know in these parts.
Like if you're wrong,
But I've
like
got things to take
there's
care
no one
of in
there,
Heliodor
and
first.
that's it.
I left a little something in one of my old haunts downtown, and I need to get it back.
The only thing I
So,
don't like
are you
about this
coming
camera
along for
angle
the
for my
ride?
model is it doesn't show off all
I
the
did help you
tails.
break out of that dungeon, remember?
I love how it shows like 7 of them, and yes, that is still not all of them.
That's the spirit. But we can't have you bringing us any unwanted attention. Ah, I've got just the thing. Here, put this on and keep your face hidden. Otherwise, you're gonna get nabbed as soon as you set foot in Heliodor.
Right. Okay. Here we go.
That's more like it. If you're gonna be a wanted man, you might as well look the part. Right. Let's head north and hit town.
Wouldn't it be more suspicious to, like, be walking
Glad
around
you're coming
casually in a hood
along.
like this?
The seer told me to stick with the luminary when I found him, and that's just what I'm going to do.
There's something about, like, Eric's hair that's always just been very aesthetically pleasing to me. It's hard to explain. Okay. And I believe that party members start off at whatever level you are when you get them, so... So they'll usually have about as many skill points as you would have at that point. These side quests that insist on having you... These side quests that insist on having you do, like, certain pet powers and stuff bother me, because a lot of the time, like, the pet power is... It's random, as far as I can tell. If there's any way to influence when it happens, I don't know what it is, and... So, there are times where I'll have a quest like that, and then I just will not get two characters required for it to have the pet power at the same time. It just doesn't happen, and I don't know if there's anything I can do about that. I believe there are, like... There's an item that just makes the entire party go into pet mode at the same time. But, like, that's rare and hard to come by, so, like... You know, I definitely don't... I already don't even know where to get it. I don't want to be relying on it too much, you know? Okay. I don't know if there's any way to play as another character on the overworld. Now that I'm thinking about it. Buzzberries. And Fluffy Feather. Yeah, you definitely want to fight... You want to at least fight some enemies in this game, because... I can't stress it enough. You can get very underleveled very quickly. And it's not quite as egregious as, like, Rune Factory or anything, but... You know, it is still kind of crazy. No, I don't think anything will ever be as egregious as Rune Factory. I am never touching Rune Factory again. It's ridiculous. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. God, I am so excited for this week. Just like an entire week of Mondays and Tuesdays. Because I'm on vacation. And now that I'm actually using my model, I'm only going to be even more excited for streaming from now on.
Welcome to
Because
downtown
I'm already
Heliodor,
loving this so
home
much.
to rogues, ruffians, and all my other favorite kinds of people. About a year ago, me and Dirk, my partner in crime, managed to acquire one of the royal family's most precious possessions, the Red Orb. They got wise and pulled me in eventually.
Okay.
But not before we'd stashed it somewhere safe so we could pick it up later. Right down there is the biggest, stinkingest garbage pile in all of
Biggest,
Heliodor.
stinkingest garbage pile.
Me and Dirk buried the ord slap bang in the middle of it. After all, no one would ever think of looking for it there. We're criminal geniuses, I tell you.
The only sad
Time
thing
to
is
go
that now
liberate
it's
that
gonna make it
loot
even more
to
obvious
the
when I'm drinking my
garbage
water.
pile.
The only thing, or not the only thing, but like one thing that kind of bothers me about Dragon Quest though, like some of the more recent ones, is like a lot of the time it feels like they're using the same like handful of soundtracks and recordings over and over. Like the menu music, for example. I mean, it's not the case here. It's more of a thing in the original version of this game, where like you kind of notice a lot of these games will be using the same like MIDI files for the music. This version not so much, because this version actually has like a proper soundtrack, like the orchestra and everything. I don't have any examples off the top of my or
This
like
is the spot.
I don't have any examples on
lookout,
hand
okay?
of like the original
I'm going to
soundtrack.
grab the loot.
Like no files or anything, but maybe at some point I could try to find that and show it off.
Now, it was around here somewhere. It's definitely here. I'm 1000% sure.
Also,
It's not here.
it's a little bit like
Gotta be
not the
kidding.
greatest
Me and Dirk were the only
optics
ones who knew where it was.
that
Wait a minute.
it's not exactly the greatest optics
rat.
that
He must have done
we
the dirty
just
on me and taken
fled
it for
from this
himself.
place as
Damn it!
as
should have
literal
known. A thieving little...
prison escapees, and
Wait till I get my
immediately the
hands
first
on
thing we do is come right back.
I'm gonna find him. And you're gonna help me. Okay. The inn we used to crash at is just over there. Come on. It's the only one with an upstairs. You can't miss it.
I feel like I was talking about this earlier, but I feel like Yakuza would be pretty fun to do on stream. The only game I have on PC is 7 though. I mean, I think they're all available on like Game Pass, but I don't know what the rules are for streaming that, if anything.
This old place hasn't changed a bit. Back in our thieving days, Dirk and me used to lay low here whenever things got hairy. Ruby? Ruby, you there? It's me, Eric. There's something I need to ask you. Ruby runs the place. Looks like she's not around, but if anyone knows where Dirk is, it's her. Which means we'll have to go find her.
Yeah, I love this
So
soundtrack
here's
so
the plan.
much, man.
There's a tower they use to look out for fires. You're going to climb up there and keep an eye out for Ruby. I'll check a couple of other spots. Don't worry, you can't miss her. She's the only redhead in town.
A redhead named Ruby. That's not on the nose at all. Sort of reminds me of, like, somebody I know. A redhead with an even more obvious name. If I'm being completely honest. Okay. Now let's see here. Bum, 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 bum. All right.
Get out of here! Go on!
I don't like this dude's face. It's a very uncomfortable face.
Good dog. Good
Oh
dog.
my god.
Stay.
It's just a dog, dude.
Can't find Ruby anywhere. How about you? Any luck? You saw her heading back to the inn? Great! Let's head over there and
How
find out what
exactly-
she knows.
Like, there's not exactly a lot of places to be obscured here. If you were on ground level, how did you not see her, dude?
Well, if it isn't my favorite landlady.
Welcome to our humble... Strike a light! If it ain't me favourite little tea leaf! Last I heard, they'd locked you up and thrown away the key! Hang about. You've gone and escaped, ain't ya? You and your friend here are the fugitives everyone's talking about! Well, I know not to stick me big nose in where it ain't wanted. You always did like to sail close to the wind.
Don't worry, I won't be here long. I just need to know where Dirk is. Have you seen him?
Okay,
Dirk, eh?
sorry about
Now
that.
there's a name I ain't heard in a while.
I had
Didn't he
to,
open
I
some
had to
fancy shop up by
step
the
away.
castle? Yeah.
And I guess when I tabbed
that
out,
was
it
Raking in the
just paused the whole
cashiers,
thing.
or so they say.
That can't be right. The rent up there is crazy. Where would he find the money? Wait a second.
Look, in this part of town, you don't go asking too many questions. You know that. If you want more, you'll have to get it from the horse's mouth.
You're right. Thanks, Ruby. I appreciate it. We'll get out of your hair.
Okay.
No good traitor! I'll bet he sold me out and sold the ore. And also he could move up in the world. Well, I'll get what I'm owed. You'll see.
I like how, by the way, I glanced at it when I stepped away. I like how when I when I step away from the thing, it kind of looks
We'll
like
need to
the
get past that sentry if we're gonna
it kind
head
of looks like
uptown
the
and
model
find
falls
it.
asleep. I know it's probably a really common thing,
Wait,
but it's just
isn't
cute.
he-
I like it.
Yeah. I remember hearing that one of the guards is terrified of dogs. I think it was him. Maybe we can borrow one of somebody.
Okay, let's see. There's a dog over this way, I think. Alright. Where the hell did that guy get canvas to, like, paint? You know, it's like, I'm not knocking trying to make a living as an artist down here, but it's like, where are you even getting that? I don't see any places here that sell it. See, this guy got anything good? Or is it this Mormon of God? I mean, I can't afford it either way. It doesn't look. It's, okay. Oh, yeah, here's a dog. I couldn't remember where the dog was. What do you mean having a giraffe? Holy water and a buzzberry. I have both, don't I? Hold on. Items. Oh yeah, Pet Pop. I think this is one of the bonus things they give you for playing Definitive Edition. They give you 5 of these. These make the side quests for like doing certain pet power like things really easy. But I don't want to be, like, burning through them right away, you know? Okay. Okay, I do have buzzberries. I might have been thinking of the single file. Because I was like, I do have holy water. What are you talking about? Okay, the item shop is over here. Alright. Holy water isn't super useful in this game. It's one of those things that's more useful in one of the classic games where battles just happen randomly. Because in this game, if you don't want to fight something, you can just not run into it. You know, like, it's not super worth it. I have the things. What are you doing? Because let's see, buzzberries right here. Transfer to me, I guess. And then where's the holy water I just bought? Did I not buy it? That's what I did. Oh, this game's UI is confusing sometimes. Yeah, I guess I didn't buy it. Oh no, I did buy it. Or I tried to buy it, and I guess I thought... God, the way this game does inventory is annoying. And it's a pretty consistent system for all the games. But that doesn't mean I have to like it. Seriously, it's like if you ever played like Bard's Tale or anything that are like really hardcore D&D, like well, Bard's Tale does it. Bard's Tale is based on D&D, I believe, and like it does do that as well, where like something has to be in a certain character's inventory. Like if you want to buy something, you have to make sure the character buying it has the gold in their inventory. It can't just be in somebody else's inventory or whatever. And like you can't pool everybody's gold into one number. It has to be like if you want to buy something and the character you want to buy it for doesn't have the money, you have to like you know, shuffle around gold and items and stuff to make it work, and it's stupid, and I don't know why they thought anybody would like it, so later, you know, re-releases would allow you to, like, they still keep it, but they give you an option to just not have that happen.
Like a charm. Now to head up to where all the rich folks live and find out what the heck Dirk thinks he's up to.
I don't think it matters what time you get up here. It always seems to be evening when you come here. And also, this place has like a very heavy blue like filter over it at night. I don't know why. I love how I'm in a building and it's still saying Eastern Back Alley. I'm gonna be completely honest. Actually, no, never mind. I was gonna say, I don't even remember why we come back here, but no, we literally just went over that. Alright. I don't know if it's like the blue light filter that I have over my screen right now, but I feel like the blue, like... I feel like the blue saturation here isn't as bad as it normally is. But I promise at night this place, like... You'd think you were in the ocean. This place turns so fucking blue. It's honestly kind of an eyesore. So I think that I've mentioned this in streams before, that on my computer I have like the nighttime mode, where when it I have like the nighttime mode where after like 9 o'clock is when I have it set for. It applies a filter that makes it so blue light isn't as intense. And the difference that makes for some games is insane, to be completely honest. The difference it makes for my sleep schedule is also insane. Okay, I'm just trying to remember where exactly, like, I meant to go. But it's... I actually kind of already did this earlier. It's up here. Because if you try to just go up the stairs, I think, like, Eric says, like, no, there's guards there, they'll stop you or something. So you have to come up here and walk across these tightropes. And also, I checked, this rope was not here earlier. They added it for this section, but it was, I promise you it wasn't there. Oh wow, 3 gold coins, I can retire early. Okay.
Wow. Nice place you got here.
Welcome, welcome. Feel free to browse. You'll find we only stock the very finest wares.
That's good. Because I'm looking for something very special indeed.
Especially with this,
Happen
like,
to have any orbs
facial
in
expression, Eric Loki looks like Super Saiyan Blue.
Eric!
Long time no see, old pal.
Like, he kind of looks like if Gohan went Super Saiyan Blue.
Compadre, my partner in crime. It's really you, large as life and fighting fit. I'm so happy to see you.
Oh,
You have no shame, huh? Get your backstabbing hands off of me! You always were full of it, Dirk. But this really takes the cake. Admit it. You sold me out and sold the orb so you could buy this place, didn't you?
I never. I promise you, I never sold you out. I was worried sick about you. I only opened this place to try and help you.
Oh, yeah. And how does that work, exactly? How does you opening this place and lining your pockets while I rot in jail help me?
I mean, he could have been trying to pay off your bail.
Look, I was never much of a thief, you know that. But it turns out I know how to sell stuff. I got the gift, even if I do say so myself. When you got nabbed, I spent months racking my brains for ways of busting you out. I couldn't stand the thought of you being in there. In the end, I realised I'd have to give up the orb. I took it to the king, told him I found it somewhere, and pocketed the reward. Then I used the cash to open up the shop here, and poured all my profits into bribing the guards up at the castle so they'd let you escape.
Wait,
Now that you mention it, I did think it was weird they never tossed my cell the whole time I was digging that hole.
yeah.
Exactly. I was paying them to turn a blind eye, weren't I?
That definitely would be suspicious, yeah. Like, at no point do they ever happen to check your cell and find it.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I doubted you, partner.
That's the spirit. Eric, old pal, it's so good to have you back.
But I need that orb. And now we don't even know where it is.
Oh, yes, we do. Right this way, gentlemen.
I feel like this is, like, one of the important takeaways of this game is, like, no matter how bad things get, you have to always have faith in your friends, basically. Oh god, that bright. Oh my god.
So, where is it?
Like, see, here's what I was
After
talking
handed
about with
over
this
the
blue
orb,
filter.
I made sure to keep my ears to the ground about where it ended up. I knew it was important to you, see? Well, a little bird tells me that Hendrik and his men took it to the Kingsbarrow, and it's been under lock and key there ever since.
Kingsbarrow. Right.
The Kingsbarrow, huh? That's southeast of town. Same direction as Cobblestone. Which means we can kill two birds with one stone. You coming, Dirk? A little adventure for old time's sake?
I'm getting tired.
No can do. I got a shop to run.
Yeah, I might call this
I'm
one
a
early,
married
honestly.
man these days.
Getting
Married?
tired, I have to,
Wow, you
I
really
have to be up
changed.
early tomorrow.
Well,
and-
you always said you wanted to settle down
Yeah, so I might
and maybe
just-
go into business someday. I'm happy for you.
I might do
We
one
better
more
get
thing
going.
and then I'll call it.
Take
early.
care, Dirk, and thanks for everything.
You too, old pal. Be lucky, eh? And don't you two go doing anything I wouldn't do.
The south gate is crawling with guards. We won't be walking out that way. And Hendrick's men are too uptight to take bribes.
I mean, Hendrick himself absolutely
Guess we'll
is. I
have
don't
to
know
go
if
the long
Hendrick's
way
men
round.
are, but
If we
whatever.
skirt round the hills to the south, we should be able to approach the
Oh,
King's
they probably
Sparrow
wouldn't
from
because
the
they
other
know that
side.
he is, and he probably
We can drop into
and they know
cobblestone on the
he'd
way.
probably kick all of their asses
Okay,
if he found out they were
let's
taking
head back
bribes. So yeah,
downtown.
Watch yourselves
he
out
very
there,
easily
eh?
could, and we all know
They
it.
don't call that forest round there the Mangle Grove for nothing. There's plenty go in there and never come out.
It'll take more than a few kids' stories to scare us off. Besides, it's the only way to get there.
Okay. I love how, like, downtown in this game, or at least in this particular context, means something way different than it does in real life. Because, like, in real life, this would be downtown, you know, like, where everything's built up and very, fancy, versus here, where downtown is the slums. And I mean, yeah, sure, in real life, like, downtown areas will have their own slums and everything, but it's kind of like the shady back alley stuff is mixed in with like the big fancy office buildings and stuff a lot more than here, where each of those things is kind of sectioned off into its own thing.
Any sign of them?
No, nothing. Let's search the town again.
I love how they choose to search the town right as we leave.
Look at all those lights. They're pretty keen to find us, huh? We better steer clear of Heliodor until the heat dies down. All right, through the Mangle Grove and onto cobblestone. Let's do this.
Okay, yeah, there we go. I think I'll go to cobblestone and then I'll stop there. And while on that subject, I don't know when I'll be getting back to this game. Because tomorrow I'll definitely be doing Harvestella. After that, I might go back to this, I might continue Breath of the Wild. It's hard to really decide because, like I said, I'm just not enjoying streaming Breath of the Wild as much as I thought I would. So it's kind of, it's kind of one of those things where it's like, I have to kind of choose, like, do I keep going because it's a good game that might get me views, or do I do something else because I'm not enjoying streaming it? And I have this whole, like... I have this whole, like, you know, not quite a rule, but just, like, this whole thing about me that, like, I want to succeed on my own terms. I don't want to just be playing what's popular for views, etc., etc. And I'd like to be consistent about that. But, like, I don't know. Breath of the Wild makes it a weird situation, because it's a game I genuinely love, but I'm just not loving streaming it specifically, if that makes any sense.
A campsite! And just when we needed one. Still a fair way to cobblestone. Let's rest up for the night. I still can't get over old Dirk. He didn't just go straight, married, shop in the best part of town. He went straighter than straight. Just like that.
I mean, it's like he told
We
you.
used to be thick as thieves.
It's like he told you, like he was never that good of a thief.
Travel the world,
It was probably
always
really
on the
easy to
hunt
give up
for
something
loot.
he wasn't even good at.
Ah, those were the days.
Especially when he found out something he actually was good at.
Oh, speaking of which, I just thought of something we acquired back then that might come in handy. Yep, I've decided. I'm giving it to you. You'll love it. We sure did when we got our hands on it. Behold,
Oh, yeah, the fun-size forge.
fun-size forge. Pop a few raw materials on top, bash 'em with the porta pounder, and bop's your uncle. New equipment. And I'm not just talking steel swords and the like. Wooden boomerangs, a natty new jerkin. You name it, this thing can make it. Sweating over a hot forge was never exactly my style. But I have a feeling you'll get more use out of it than I ever did. You can't just go smashing stuff together willy-nilly, though. You'll need the recipe for the piece of equipment you want to make. Here's a little something to get you started. You should strike while the iron's hot.
Hot. Forging ahead with the fun-size forge, a beginner's guide.
There are recipes hidden
Okay.
all over the place. Treasure chests and bookshelves are always a good bet. Keep an eye out and you're sure to find some beauties.
I'd say now is about the point to start, like, looking actively through books in bookshelves. Okay. There we go. I don't like the fun-size forge that much for a couple reasons. One is like you may have seen, it feels kind of random, like how much progress a bar makes, and it's just annoying. I could have sworn I had a mod that like makes it automatic, but I guess not. I'll have to look into that. Okay. And it's at this point where you more or less don't have any real reason to... It's at this point where you more or less don't have any real reason to, what's what I'm looking for, slightly lower deftness for much higher attack. Worth it. Anyway, you don't have much reason to really buy equipment anymore at this point. Hmm? I said I was gonna go to Cobblestone, but honestly, I'm exhausted, so I'm just gonna... Well, maybe not exhausted, but I am legitimately kind of tired, so... And I have to be up early tomorrow, so I'm just gonna... stop there. But, yeah. I hope you enjoyed that. I love that game. I really do. I'm not sure when I'll stream it again. Maybe later this week. It might, like I said, it might replace Breath of the Wild. I'm not super sure yet, but for right now, thank you so much to everybody who showed up to my model debut stream. To anybody who watches this VOD later, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure to follow if you haven't already. As always, the link to my Discord is in my profile. And I will be back tomorrow with more Harvestella. Take care.